figured I would share.
Somebody at the door.
Gary.
Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Welcome.
Hi, Gary.
Gary needs one.
That's your last one.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm a little dyslexic, so we're going to go through the book a little backwards. So we're going to start on the back page and we're going to go forward. Okay, you'll see it says the 9 choirs of angels. So there's like 3 choirs, first, second, and third. So angels come in hierarchy that I've learned. You have first, second, and third hierarchy. Now in a more like biblical, orthodox term, you'll find the seraphim, the cherubim, the thrones. You'll see it's kind of a guide. I don't need you to go through all of it. You can just kind of go through it on your own time because it is a lot to learn, and we'd be here all night. So, on top of there being hierarchies, first, second, and third level hierarchies, they'll have a list of angels. You can go, you can Google those yourselves. You'll find that, certain ones will reach out to you. You'll understand them a little more. You'll connect to them a little more. They also have rays, first ray, second ray, third ray, fourth ray, in biblical and orthodox term. So I kind of put there a little cheat sheet. Like it'll tell you the first ray would be Archangel Michael. He's known throughout a lot of different Judaism, Christian, Islam, a lot of different things. Culturally. So you'll find that culturally, everybody has this different understanding, different perception to it, but a lot of these angels have a lot of things in common, even colors. And like we did a lesson before on colors. So you'll kind of see I put another cheat sheet. If you flip to the next page, it shows that they each represent a day of the week. This is, of course, more Western, Christian, Islam, Judaism, more of that perception. I chose to pick Archangel Metatron. He's not really classified into, he's actually more of a, like from the Kabbalism, the mystic Kabbalist theory. He's also more of a cosmic, like the pseudo-Dionysus, which a lot of people use their base of perception of angels. It was kind of like a 4th, 5th century start of perception, kind of like a rule book to angels. So you'll see, for instance, on the top, Sunday is yellow. So when we see yellow, some people, when they do healing or they meditate, they have certain colors that come to them. Some people see angels, some people see colors. So for instance, if you see yellow, that could be the same essence and symbolic as our angel trophy. Which you can kind of go through on your own. There's a lot to learn there as well. Like I said, it's a whole plethora of where you want to flow to. Also, they are symbolic to chakras. So I kind of put a chakra cheat sheet. I personally don't remember them all yet. I know that Metatron is the soul and earth chakra, and then more of like Archangel Michael would be the crown, and then so on. Also in this little cheat sheet, I know it's a little hard to read. I do apologize. I had to compromise a little bit on that one. I just would have had to put it on a sheet by itself, just the size and printing. But it also, it'll list, it's really cool because it'll come with like an oil application. It'll tell you which chakra each angel goes to, their auric color, and also a prayer that you could do along with it, like an invocation that you can also apply. So you can say an invocation, visualize the color, visualize that angel when you do healing or meditation. There's a lot of healers that connect to different angels even. So again, I also chose Angel Raphael, particularly because of what we do here. We heal. He is the master healer of angels. So I'll go through that when I go to Metatron and Raphael. Moving to the next page. Okay, Raphael. I put a nice little prayer that you can do. Remember when we pray, We ask, when we meditate, we receive. So we're going to do a prayer in honor of Raphael. Please heal my physical body of all pain, illness, and suffering. Please clear away fear and stress. Please reveal my perfectly healed body. Help me to accept I am already divinely healed in spiritual truth. You can practice that on a daily basis and see how that will also help affect your mind, body, and spirit in a positive way. Now, Archangel Metatron, which I really connect to, it's almost like he kind of found me rather than me finding him. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to honor Metatron. We're going to ask Metatron to come in. Metatron, diligent observer of souls, please guide me to make me the best choices so I may develop and enjoy a strong spiritual legacy. Help me to recognize and feel the potential of how powerful I can become. Teach me about my own power and greater powers too. Empower me, please, to use my own spiritual power to help bring light into this world. Now, the reason it starts off with Metatron, diligent observer of souls, because Metatron is known, his name represents observer. So, like but Kabbalic mysticism, they would say, that they would call upon him. Sorry.
You did good, and it was Judaic. You were right. Go ahead.
Yeah. He is the observer. Some know him as the Akashic Records. If anybody's ever heard of the Akashic Records, he is the all-knowing. They consider him in more of a biblical orthodox to be the one that stands behind the throne of God. Hebrews know him as Ropha, which means healer. So pretty much all cultures connect to Angel Raphael. Some say it differently. Angel Metatron, but they say it differently according to their culture basis. And again, you're going to have to Google all of that because that's just way too much to remember. Okay. Now some key points. Now Metatron, I named to you in Hebrew, is also known as Enoch. Now Enoch was a name of a prophet that passed over, turned into an angel, and is now known as Metatron. Excuse me. Okay, so I did kind of go over that it's known in the Kabbalah and the pseudodiagnosis. It was also a book written, The Prince of the Archangels of the Celestial Orders. So again, you'd have celestial, then, like heaven, like the heavenlies, the celestial. Then you have the archangels, which would be under celestial. It's a lot of stuff to learn. Oh, that covers it. Okay, so also Metatron was a huge main influence and one of my most favorite books that kind of came to me. A good friend of mine, Kelly, gave me this book, and it was a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours that had passed away, and it was the only thing she had left of him, and she gave it to me because she thought I would want it. And the name of the book was called 3 Magic Words. I was kind of mind blown when I read it, and I was like, wow. So then that was like the beginning of my spiritual path, and that kind of like stepped foot to like kind of just sliding me up like, this is really cool ride, But what they talk about is thoughts are things, that it is a very celestial entity, a very high power energy. It teaches you how to bring in love into your life, yourself, through your thoughts, and how to manifest through your emotion, thought. It's really, really cool. It's kind of like reading any other book, I guess you could say, in a lot of those senses. So that's also, of course, why I chose to speak on Metatron. They say he is the guardian of the tree of life, or the one who guards and serves the throne of God. Again, he's the recording angel. In Hebrew, the recording angel. And mystical, he would be Akashic Records. He is also known to a lot as the angel of sacred geometry. Now, how can you best recognize Metatron, like when Metatron's in your presence? They say he was like set into fire, like fiery lights, when he transitioned from Enoch to Metatron. So if you're ever in meditation or like a profound healing and you just see these bursts of light, you know that is very symbolic and an essence of Metatron being in your experience, in your present experience. Okay, now I'll go on to Angel Raphael. I chose him, like I said, because he is a healer. Gabriel is also next to Raphael. They're also both really known as healers. Vince made me really aware of that. Thank you. Now, he's mostly known in the Judaism, the Christian, and the Islamic religions. It means, his name means brightness that heals. Like I told you, it's a God, a healer. He's empowered to heal on personal and global levels. So, like pretty much some know Gabriel is like healer of animals. I don't know, like some mystics, that's how they see it, some not. Whereas Raphael is more root, universal, human, more closer to connection to human healing rather than Gabriel, but some have different perceptions on that as well. He also inspires humankind in scientific breakthroughs of healing. Say, for instance, like healing cancer, holistic doctors having breakthroughs of this that comes with that. A lot of times that would be inspired through Angel Raphael. He's usually seen holding a staff with one or two serpents that intertwine. We know that as the physician, the doctor, the surgeon. He is also recognized, how we recognize him is through our direct thoughts. He kind of just bursts little thoughts into our mind, gives us little dreams or visions. Okay, so for like an example, his color would be emerald green, right? So let's say you're a person that sees color. Energy is color, not visions. Say all of a sudden you just see a vision. Whoa, I only really see color, but I seen a vision with a surrounding green. So we can maybe correlate that, hey, that this is the presence of Angel Raphael in our direct experience as well. So that could be, one example of a particular person and how they relate. So I mean, it just comes to each person individually. So those are my angels that I chose. If you have any questions, I'll try to help with as much as I know. If not, I know Reverend Pastor Suzanne does. Licensed Minister Vince can help us out. Did anybody have any questions? I was allowed to take in, right? Did I just kind of warp your mind? I know it warped my mind too. I was like, wow, that's a lot. Like, which one?
Yeah, we never, I never studied angelology all that much. And in preparing for this particular lesson and preparing the lesson that we did last week, I thought going through the course, there was a lot of things that I did not know. I mean, there were a lot of things that, it's very complicated. You would think it would be very easy, but it's very complicated. And almost all this angel lore and all this mythology is not based always on sacred text. It's based on the book that Lulu had mentioned, the Pseudo-Dionysus. So if you look at that was written by Pseudo-Dionysus. So that book is... really, they don't know who that was. They don't even know who that person was that wrote the book. It's kind of like it just appeared, and everybody went, "Yeah, that's it. That's the truth. That's what it is." So,
I really like this cheat sheet. I like it a lot because it makes a lot of sense. And
It is a really nice cheat sheet. That's why I thought it would be really important to share, because I was like,
I've seen a lot of these colors around different people and stuff, and wars and stuff that I've seen. The feeling of Raphael and Michael and the definite colors that I've seen. I've seen those colors at the time with different healers and different people through the massage therapy and the different Reiki sessions and stuff that I've had with people, and some of the discussions that we had. Carolyn Hart, who was the Reiki master who actually taught me years ago, we had discussions about colors and things that we could see, and the different, how the different colors would go back to the different angels and angelic meanings and stuff that they would have. And this is really very good.
Yeah.
There is a lot that you can Google on this.
It's a set base to kind of set you in certain directions
Yeah,
too.
the more that you're going to learn about it, the more questions you're going to have about it. Okay, goosebumps everywhere. I've got body goosebumps right now. The angels are all in the room with us right now. The messages that I'm getting is that your curiosity will be answered. That's the question. That's what I'm getting right now.
And I think most importantly, the reason I did that too is because, you know, kind of like the same saying, you know, we all come from the same place. We're all going to go to the same place, no matter how you see, how you're coming from it or how you're coming to it. You know, kind of much like, you know, no matter how you see, whether it's colors or you actually see an angel holding a staff and a sword and he's almighty, or if you see it in an like an extraterrestrial sense, because there's some people that connect to that too. So I think that regardless of how you see it, symbolically they all have the essence of the same characteristics and the same wills.
Same
To
energy.
want to serve.
Yeah, your guides, your spiritual guides, and your angelic guides, and all of us are with you at all times. They're here, you know, Michael, Raphael, and all of the spirit angels are here with you to help and serve and protect. So this is really a wonderful session. I'm really enjoying this.
Thank you.
And they are too, by the way.
I bet they are. They're like, yeah, we're getting recognized.
I love it.
Say my name, say my name.
I'm absolutely feeling the energy.
Yes, ma'am.
There's actually 72 angels. These are only the ones that people are most familiar with. But the interesting thing is that they're masculine, but there are also their feminine counterparts that go in with those 72 angels. So anyone who wants to study Kabbalah can find out about this. It's very interesting.
Yes, ma'am.
A friend of mine offered the invitation to host angels. Apparently it's a chain that's been going on since 2010. Some of you all may have heard of it, where you open your door and invite the angels in on a specific date. They stay with you, the 5 archangels. You light a candle, make a little altar, put an envelope with 3 prayers. One for Mother Earth, one for family, one for you. And you just let them, I guess, spend time with you for those 5 days. And then after that, they, leave and you thank them, and then they go to someone else. So the reason that I'm mentioning that is because I'm supposed to extend the invitation to 3 people. And I've only approached one friend about it, but if 1 or 2 of you all are interested in hosting angels, let me know.
All right.
All right, we'll hear what you learn. All right, thank you.
I think the whole room is going to
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to say that they are very forthcoming in their own qualities. They will let you know. You don't have to Google. I just wanted to say how spot on you were, because today I got this strong impression of Raphael. I even stopped and got a malachite.
Oh, wow.
I felt compelled to do that.
Very nice.
On my little intention sheet, I want a relationship with Raphael. So I'm sitting here laughing.
Feeling the
whole
vibe. Tuning in. I was on your channel. I was like, let me see what Hannah's doing tonight. Oh, girl, you want Raphael? I got you.
That's how spirit rolls.
Yeah, exactly.
That is how
That,
spirit
you know,
rolls.
I don't know that malachite is for Raphael until I get it. And it's great that Pseudo-Dionysus wrote a big book of big Bible angel lore.
Yeah.
Come through. But, they're available and they're wanting to have a relationship, and that energy is there. You just want to tap into it and ask your own questions.
Just to be really clear, because we had mentioned a couple of different numbers, the 5 archangels, the 72 angels of the Kabbalah, we need to really be clear and understand that different cultures and different traditions have different ideas about angels. We do know from the Hebrew and the Christian Greek scriptures that there are myriads and myriads of angels. The heavenly host is vast. And so, there are a lot of angels, and a lot of them are named, but there's tons that are unnamed. So, whoever wrote this book, named what they knew. They shared what they felt like they knew, whether it was inspired or given to them. And then, there's others that may come to you that have never been listed.
Right. Yeah.
So, and the whole purpose of an angel is to glorify God. That's the whole purpose of an angel. So whatever they help you in, whatever work they help you in, whatever situation they help you in, whatever opportunity they have to affect change in the physical world, it is with the purpose of glorifying the Creator, the source of all life, however you view that.
One of the things about the angels is all you have to do is ask for divine guidance, and the angels will come to you. Whether you use a book, you'll be led to information to them. Whether it's you use Google, whether it is you use a book, whether you go in a library, books are going to find you. The information's going to come to you. The angels will come to you.
And there's a lot of
They will find their
information.
ways to you.
Yeah, there's
The
a lot of
reason why I
information.
said, Google is because some of us have a computer and we're able to Google through
Right.
and find the information. But you're right, absolutely. All you have to do is say, I would like to learn more about you as angels, and can I have the information, please? Would you tell me more about yourself? I asked God, would you show me you and show me religion? And I ended up going through 22 churches. It was quite a journey. And isn't it amazing when you ask God to show him yourself? He does.
Yeah.
And numerology, 22 is number 4, which is an angelic number. Right?
Exactly. And it was an amazing journey to go through the different churches and spend years going through the churches, studying, going through Bible study with all the different churches and all the different religions that I studied with and everything. So there you go.
Yeah,
When you ask God to reveal himself, he does.
He
So
does.
it's the same thing with angels. You just have to say, can I learn about you? And we'll open up the world.
Yeah, the only reason that I mentioned that there are different traditions and different cultures and different ideas about the numbers of angels and the names of the angels and things like that is because we don't want to give information, especially since we're online right now, that is confusing and contradictory. So, are there 72 angels? Are there 5 angels? Are there 7 angels? Who are all these angels? So we want to make sure that we're very clear that there are more angels than we can list on a piece of paper. So. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting me serve. And also, Vince is going to lead us in our meditation this evening. Which, are you still hosting Raphael in our meditation? Yes. Awesome. High five, girl. High five. Are you